What's up, everyone, and welcome to week 14 of the NFL season on Winning Picks Weekly. My name is John Meleka. As always, my boy, Greg Albert. What's up, Greg?
What's up, man? I'm ready for another week. Excited to be here. Week 14, get an extra week this year. So still a couple weeks left. Still some time to make your money. I think we got some good Hail Mary parlays this week coming up. So I'm excited. You've been having a good couple weeks. I've been having a bad couple weeks, but that's why we're here. That's why we're doing it week in, week out.
Yeah, against the spread, for the whole slate, we're doing okay. But what am I missing in the hold your nose picks, dude? They're unbelievable. They're
Yeah.
just like 75%. Like honestly, crazy. So I'm hyped about that. And yeah, dude, week 14, big weeks for my $1 million parlay. Couple
Yeah.
of our $1 million
Yeah.
parlays too. The Vikings putting a shellacking on the Pittsburgh Steelers right now
That'd be
as we speak.
yeah. I
Um,
got another one
so I don't
too.
know.
I got to talk to you about it after the show. I got another one in my up my sleeve.
All right. So we'll talk about
All right.
more $1 million parlays here. But since we just mentioned it, I mean the game is going on right now. I all things considered on the sheet before this game started, we both had Minnesota
Yeah.
going into this game. So do you just want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, I mean, there was the Dalvin Cook up in the air. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? To me, they have Madison. He's been looking good when he fills in, so that wasn't a huge thing to me. Had not having Thielen worried me a little bit for this game, but they have a couple other options there. They have the Conklin with the tight end, and then they have another guy there, KJ.
Osborne.
Yeah, yep, KJ in there. So they got some good players. To me, it's just about my big concern was twofold actually for this one. It's a lot of the money's on Minnesota and
Yeah, that
Kirk
scared me
Cousins
last minute. You were scaring me off,
and
off,
Kirk
off the
Cousins in
edge over
prime
there.
time. Yeah, 80% of the money was on them, and then Kirk Cousins in prime time. That was kind of both made me think about it a little bit, but overthinking is what Vegas wants you to do. You got to trust your gut, take your pick. We both had Minnesota. I think the Steelers just don't look that good. Defense has been good and has been carrying them, but their offense is broken. Big Ben's just old, and they need to move on, unfortunately. And they're not going to be able to do that until next year. So until then, 3 points is just not enough. I thought it should have been six, 6.5 maybe if they have to travel on a short week to Minnesota. And right now, I mean, we'll see how this game ends up. But Minnesota's up big, so 3.5 I thought wasn't enough, and it's looking right. So I'm happy about that. Starting off the week strong. What did you think about this game?
Yeah, I mean that's a good some good talking points on mostly the Vikings. I was honestly the first thing that popped up into my head was my dumb gambling brain was like, yo, Pittsburgh just had a primetime game last week versus division opponent.
Took a lot
And now
out of
all of a
them.
sudden they're on a Thursday,
Yeah.
another primetime. Like that right off the bat, I don't like that. The second thing was the 3.5. That just looked weird to me, like that hook. This is begging me to take Pittsburgh. That's just initial thoughts.
Yeah.
But on the actual teams, this was a must win for Minnesota. Minnesota, after that Detroit Lions loss, they are staring at this game. Like I couldn't wait to bet Minnesota, to be honest with you. Like
Yeah.
as soon as Detroit lost, I ran to my phone and I was like, all right, who is Minnesota playing next week? Because they're gonna absolutely get hammered in the locker room, for the next
Yeah.
week. Turns out to be on a Thursday. I was like, oh my god, they're not even gonna practice before this game. Like they are
Yeah.
just fuming
Walkthroughs, and
over
that's it.
over Detroit.
Yep.
So I was all over Minnesota today, just for that reason. Turns out, at least for the first half, that's where we're sitting right now.
Yeah.
We're okay. On the other side, I mean, this is why we kind of went a little wild, me and you, with the with the parlays,
Yeah.
to get to that $1 million because of that division, dude. That the AFC North is wild. Like Pittsburgh is gonna lose, in my opinion, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to the next game, which is the game I want to jump into right now, which is the Cleveland Baltimore game. I think Cleveland's gonna win straight up,
Yeah.
at least, and they're gonna cover, in my opinion. So that the whole division, they're all gonna be tied up. We got a Pittsburgh tie in there. Like I'm ready for madness. We got Cincinnati too. We'll get to that game as well. I believe that they're all gonna keep coming together. They're all trending towards some median. You know what I mean? Like whether it's up or down, they're all
Yeah,
trending
Baltimore I
towards
think's
the
on the
same.
decline. Pittsburgh's kind of up and down, and then I feel like I feel like Cincinnati was up, and they've been kind of coming down, and Cleveland just was up early in the season, and then they've just been like sideways for like 6 weeks now. So
Yeah, but they're all like they're all like whatever like hits they're taking. They're all it's almost like the NFC least.
yeah,
But like they adapted into the AFC North. So I'm really excited about the division. You know, we talked enough about the Thursday game. It's already happened. So
yep.
you already know the result anyway. So you don't really care. So let's move on straight to the Baltimore versus Cleveland game. And we have Cleveland at home at -2.5.
Yep. Coming off a bye.
Coming off a bye, looking healthy. And on the other side of that, like we mentioned, Baltimore, dude. Going for 2 because you don't have a cornerback. I mean, that's either the lamest excuse of all time or an absolute red flag emergency situation in Baltimore. So you pick one.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You pick
and
one.
to bring it
Like-
back, we talked about Pittsburgh last week. They were playing Baltimore in prime time, tied the game up. Baltimore did, and then went for 2 to win the game. And I don't know if you heard about John Harbaugh. I think was talking about the game afterwards. And they asked him why he went for 2. Why didn't he kick the extra point? You know, what I mean, you have Tucker, who's one of the best kickers in the league, who went overtime. He was saying like
the Jets.
he was saying we just couldn't stop anyone. Like Peters got hurt, and like we just in that second half in that fourth quarter,
Not Peters,
really,
Humphrey.
or Humphrey. Yeah, Peters was hurt earlier in the year, right?
Yeah.
So it was like Humphrey gets hurt, and it's just like, okay, like we can't stop anyone. We can't play defense. So let's just win. Let's try to win it right here. And if not, we lose, and we're going to lose anyway. And that kind of scares me going forward because Baltimore's one of those teams that have had a lot of injuries at very important groups throughout the year. And at some point, you just can't recover from it. There's just not enough guys with talents. What's up?
Lucky wins.
Oh, plus there's that whole narrative too, which I completely agree with. I mean, just last second crazy wins, like
So
RG3, they just lose for a game and they end up beating Chicago. Like it's just crazy how they come up with some of these. And I said it throughout the year. I don't think Baltimore's as good as their record. They keep winning, so it's tough. They don't always cover, but I think Baltimore's kind of ran out of road here. I think that they're gonna start losing it. I think it's Cincinnati and Cleveland's division this year, and who it's gonna be, I don't know. But I like Cleveland in this one. I think Cleveland's coming off a bye. They're getting a little healthy. Odell's the hell out of here, and they're gonna run the ball, play some defense, which I like. That's AFC North football, baby. That's how they do it up there, and I like that.
yeah, just point of order. You said RG3. I think you meant Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I'm 100% with you, dude. I think you nailed it. And that's what I'm saying.
In that arm.
I think it's more on the red flag side. Like either it was the dumbest decision, or if you are that injured, you're still going to be that injured. So I think off a bye, you're absolutely right. And let's keep it there, man. Let's keep it in the division. Let's close it out with the San Francisco.
Well, who do you like in that game?
49ers.
Who do you like in that game? Did I miss that?
I'm
Baltimore,
in Cleveland. No, I'm
You're
all
on
over Cleveland. I'm all over. Yeah, I'm all over.
-2.5 at home. Nothing too crazy.
That's easy. No, I think it's almost too easy to be honest with you, especially because Baltimore will be 8-5 and Cleveland will be 7-6. All right, and we'll have the Pittsburgh 6-1.
Yep.
And then we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Cincinnati Bengals. -1.5, Cincinnati at home. Now, just on paper, this is a bounce back game for Cincinnati, right? They've been up and down all year, like you said, and this will be a bounce back game. They're going to come back no problem.
Yep.
However, watching last game, you got Burrow's pinky that's just like I've never seen a pinky so sideways for so long.
I forgot about Burrow's hand. Oh my god, I forgot all about that. He can't throw a football.
Yeah, he couldn't grip it. But like, I have a question. Like, everybody else breaks his finger, they just like tape it. Like, why was his just to the side the whole time?
Disgusting. Yeah.
So they put a glove on it. It was still to the side. I was like, I thought you put the glove on it, like, and then get it together, like put some mittens or something.
That's
I don't
like
know.
such a
Like,
football thing too. It's like my finger's broken. What I do is like I don't know, put a glove on it. Like what do you do?
it's not, bro. It was like to the side. It was like that, dude. Like it wasn't.
I don't know, glove fingers are straight. Put it in one of those.
It's so interesting. So we got that going on. We also got Mixon with a neck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like P. Ryan, but I don't know if I like him that much.
Yeah.
On the other side, we have the San Francisco 49ers who have looked so different. ever since Kittle came back.
Run the ball, run
Dude,
the ball, run the ball, and George Kittle
it's
fucking run someone else over.
it's unbelievable. Like we have Jets backgrounds now, so we do have
Unfortunately.
this this taint on us, and we're watching Baltimore. You're saying how do you not kick it? You have Justin Tucker, dude, kick it anytime, right? Because we don't have a kicker. We can't imagine. And then we're looking at San Francisco, like, dude, imagine having a tight end and just being able to just run it and run it and run it and run it. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm just jealous of these teams, and I think that really helps when I rewatch these games during the week. It really helps me when I subjected myself to watching Jets 2 times, and then anything else is like lovely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I watch San Francisco, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Almost looks like a different sport sometimes. It's ridiculous.
Yes, I don't know. I'm really impressed with how they're grounding and pounding over there. Cincinnati scares me. So I think San Francisco is going to win this game, and it's going to make Cincinnati 7-6. So to recap, for me would be Cincinnati 7-6, Cleveland 7-6, Baltimore 8-5, and Pittsburgh 6-1.
What a division! What a division!
That's how I see it playing out. What about you?
The only thing that worries me about San Francisco a little bit is I have that running back. There's a Mitchell maybe on.
Legend. Yep.
Yeah. And he's had like a concussion issue and I think a knee issue. And I think
has it ever mattered?
I think it's
they have like
flared up this
Wilson. They
week.
got Hasty.
Well, the problem is they're down to the last 2. They have 7 running backs. I don't know how they have so many on their team. They have 7 running backs in San Francisco, and they're down. If he doesn't play, they're down to 2. So again, at some point, kind of like Baltimore, it's like you have so many injuries at a position. There gets to a point where there's a reason why these guys are your 5th, 6th, and 7th running backs on your team. Yes, Kittle's there. Yes, the offensive lineman's there. But you have guys on injury reserve. You have guys that are just questionable and stuff. So everyone's banged up at this point in the NFL. The problem is when all these injuries happen at one position, it worries me. If Mitchell can't go, I mean, either way, I'm going with Cincinnati -1.5 at home. But if Mitchell can't go and they really are running back, or they're running with Hasty and someone else over there, Wilson, is Jeff Wilson, the 6th guy over there?
Yeah.
Then I really like Cincinnati. There was going to be one of my best bets, but I took it off the board. I'm just going with Cincinnati as my pick, -1.5. I like them in the 1 o'clock window. I think they win this division, too. I don't know what the odds are right now, but...
All right.
We were looking at a week or two ago. I think it was like +400, +500. I took it then, so I like it.
All right. That's an interesting note. Just a point of order. The Cleveland Browns have some COVID going through them. Their punter is on the COVID list, and Anthony Walker, one of their linebackers, also on the list. Could be a problem. The punter is fully vaccinated, but there isn't enough time for him to get a negative test twice. Oh man! So it looks like the Cleveland Browns might not have a punter. Breaking news.
That's big time.
Does that change your pick?
It's one thing to not have a kicker. It's another thing to not have a punter.
Especially versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Can you just throw the ball as a punter, or do you have to actually kick the ball for a punt?
You punt it.
You have to kick it?
Yeah.
Damn. That doesn't change my pick.
I mean, Baker Mayfield could certainly
throw 50 yards down the field every time.
Yeah, I mean, it is Thursday. It doesn't change your pick. This is going to be interesting. I wonder how this line moves. This might be a material change, man. Not having a punter.
Yeah,
stuff.
well, follow us.
They do have
Twitter.
some time.
Winning the Letter P Weekly, Winning Picks Weekly. We're on Twitter. Give us a like, give us a follow. Let us know what you guys are taking this week, and follow us. Sunday, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We might have some material changes.
Yeah, and follow us right into, I think, the stinkiest game of the week, man. And we're Jets fans, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna say this is the stinkiest game. This is the New York Jets at home versus the New Orleans Saints. However, the Jets have the Rookie of the Week, 2-time Rookie of the Week,
and a Hall of Famer.
We got a Hall of Fame on our bench, bro. We got a Hall of Fame quarterback. We got a Super Bowl MVP on our bench. Yo, the Jets are killing.
Yeah, we got the quarterback position locked up.
We as in the Jets, have had a really bad injury report so far this week. We are looking not good. We have Michael Carter's obviously out. Tevin Coleman is not practicing though this week due to concussion. So that means we're down to Ty Johnson and Austin Walter.
I
So
like Ty Johnson.
don't be making fun of the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
When we have the Jets over here. Elijah Moore also not practicing with a quad. So
I got
Corey
him in a
Davis
couple
is
best
out.
ball leagues. He's been carrying me the last few weeks.
Yeah, no, he's not playing, bro. And I don't think Corey Davis obviously out for the year.
He stinks.
So
He stinks.
So that means we got Keelan Cole off a COVID list. We got Crowder,
Mims?
Berrios, and both tight ends have been out. Yeah, Mims coming back off illness.
I
Since
love
you
Berrios. I
Jeff
can't get
Smith.
enough of that guy. He's
Me
just
too, dude. I love him so much.
If we had like 30 guys like him, we'd be fine.
I love him too. I think it's the Corbett in us.
Yeah,
but also the
facts.
fact that he got cut off the Patriots.
Yeah,
makes me love Berrios with every inch of my body.
He just grinds.
Oh man, so. The one good thing here is CJ Mosley's back on a limited basis, at least. If CJ Mosley doesn't play, like there is literally 0% chance. I cannot emphasize this enough. And I have a little bit of a qualm to pick with you.
Please.
If the only reason you took the Jets last week is because I took Philadelphia and I don't get Philadelphia right, even though I've been on a hot streak with Philadelphia, I'll take that. But could somebody explain to me why the Jets aren't touchdown dogs to everyone? I don't understand this, man. Why is it 5.5? This is what am I missing? Again, what the hell am I missing? Why are the Jets not losing by a touchdown in this game? Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram.
He's back. He's healthy. He's ready to go.
One of their tackles coming back. DeMario Davis at home. Their secondary is really good, even though, quote unquote, their defense has been looking bad.
Well, the Jets are home, right? Jets are home.
Jets are home.
Yeah.
So what? That now we have MetLife home field advantage when we have 3 wins on the year in December. Let me tell you something, man.
Saints are in those
It's not gonna be a crazy madhouse in MetLife this week. I promise you that. Unfortunately.
I mean, you've convinced me. I'm switching my pick.
This is really easy Saints to me. I don't know what to say. I just need the Jets to look good, but they don't. We can't snipe a tight end. We can't tackle. We're gonna tackle Alvin Kamara. We're gonna tackle who?
Yeah.
CJ Mosley looked really good in the second half. He was really pissed, but he was limited in practice. He just practiced the first time on Thursday. He's not gonna break his back to for the 3-9 Jets.
Hasn't in 4 years. 3 years? Why would he start now?
And guess what, dude? I have some news for you, and I think this is gonna seal the New Orleans pick for you.
Oh boy!
Guess who is last against the spread in the NFL this year?
It's not the Chiefs anymore. I know that. Is it the New York Jets?
It is the New York Football Jets sitting lonesome last against the spread this year.
3-9.
I mean, it's tough. We got to take the Saints, man. They got to take the Saints. I'll bounce back. They're gonna bounce back. They're actually in the hunt. This is easy for me.
Yeah, it's true. They are on the graphic. Where I would like to be next year. That would be my goal.
Yeah, this is what am I missing, dude?
It's a good pick.
What am I missing?
I'm going with the Saints. I'm with you on that. You convinced me.
All right, let's. You mentioned them, and this is kind of crazy, dude. And I'm as soon as I saw this line, I thought about you right away. And it's the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs, a classic AFC matchup. I mean, those are the two teams that the Jets have to go through to get to Super Bowl 3. These teams have had a rivalry. When the Kansas City Chiefs were good, great color game. When the Kansas City Chiefs were good, Vegas would still beat them. Or I guess just the Raiders. Not really Vegas at the time. 9.5? 9.5, Greg? What do you got here, dude? Kansas City at home. Are the Kansas City Chiefs back?
Oh, Raiders all the way. Raiders are a real deal. They're going to play them tough. 9.5 is just a disrespectful line. I can't believe this. Kansas City has been playing good, but their defense has been playing good the last few weeks. The only reason why I can think about this is this being almost 10 points is because of Vegas's injuries. Like Waller was out last week. He might be out again this week. They lost Drake to an ankle injury a week or two ago. So
yeah, even Jalen Richard's on COVID. They're the backup to Jacobs.
Yeah, but what did we say about Vegas the last 2 weeks or so? It's that defensive line. It's those linebackers. That defense is good. My pick for this game, honestly, I want to look at it here, is going to be the under. I don't know what the line is right now, but I think everyone sees these
I see
teams.
it at, well, listen, it opened at 52.5 and it's down to 48.
Yeah, so someone smarter than me already got to it. I should have taken it right when the line opened because I think these defenses are come to play. Like I said, Kansas City the last few
No,
weeks, the reason
dude.
why they've been good is because of that defense. Hasn't been the
Listen, man.
offense.
Listen, we might have to make a new segment. And this might be the inaugural first pick of the new segment. And that's going to be the reverse money line because there is some crazy reverse money line on the under right now. It went from 52.5 to 48, but all the money's on the over.
Really?
66% of the bets
I'm
and
sharper than I
88% of the
knew.
money. So I think the reverse line
A
of the
little
week
reverse line movement. Pick of the week might be the under.
might be the under in the Chiefs Raiders. I don't hate it.
Chiefs last few games, they've let up 9 points, 9 points, 14 points, 7
Thank
points.
God. Perfect. Thank God you said that. You were trying to make a different point than me, but dude, the most underrated thing going on right now in the NFL is the Kansas City Chiefs defense.
That's what I just said. It's all about the defense.
But like this, I'm so happy you said because you're just talking about for the under. I'm just talking about in general.
It's because what's his name? Frank Clark came back. Once he came back on the defensive line, they've just been incredible.
Dude, incredible. And listen, I'm gonna be the first person to say it, and I'm gonna admit it. So the Chiefs lost the first year, and when they came back the second year, their Super Bowl run, I was off of them the whole way in the playoffs. I was a quote unquote hater on the Chiefs because they had just had the worst defense. But all of a sudden in the playoffs, towards the end, they just got it together. And I was like, no, that's just one game. I was like, they had the worst defense all year. It was just one game, dude. And then, the next game, they had, and then the next. So at some point, you just have to accept it. They got it together on defense. And I really think they got it together on defense. And I just have to hop on. And in that same vein, Greg, how sharp the under may be in this game. 61% of the bets are on Vegas. However, 70% of the money is on Kansas City. The sharps are on Kansas City.
Ooh.
So I'm with them, dude. With the fact that the Raiders don't have a running back, the Raiders don't have a wide receiver.
What? They got Hunter Renfrow.
The Raiders don't have a wide receiver. If Darren Waller is not 100%, which he's definitely not going to be.
No.
10 points seems crazy. And that's I like it. It's almost my hold your nose.
Yeah.
But
it could be. It's enough points.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go that way, but like that I know it's crazy. Like, I know it feels crazy, but it does feel sharp to take Kansas City here. Yeah, I like Kansas City in the under. You could parlay that. I like that.
Definitely could. My panic button for the under 11.5 wins has not been pressed, but it's out and it's on the table.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Because I had it locked up 6 weeks ago.
I remember you were
5 weeks ago. I had that locked up so easy. And now they're on this win streak. They beat the Giants in a close one, beat the Packers without Rodgers, beat the Raiders handedly, Cowboys in a pretty decisively, Broncos pretty decisively. So they're on a 5-game win streak. I'm a little worried. They have 5 games left. I need them to lose 2. They're home against the Raiders, at the Chargers, home against the Steelers, at the Bengals, at the Broncos. I think they could
be fighting for. They're going to be fighting to the death until even up into that Broncos game. So
yeah,
I need that bye week. It's only one team.
Something because I think they're going to beat the Steelers easy. And I mean,
can you cash out?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm riding this one out because I had that faith. Like I said, I haven't pressed it. It's just on the table. Panic button.
All right, that's fine. But if I were you, I'd look for a cash out.
Give me Vegas.
Speaking of cashing out, speaking of our Jets versus Jacksonville bet, Jets are up a game, right? They're 3-9. Jacksonville sitting at 2-10, looking like a dumpster fire as usual. And yes, I will sit with my Jets background and say Jacksonville is a dumpster fire because I have a gripe with them, dude. We're just against them, right? With this whole Trevor Lawrence versus Zach Wilson thing, and this me versus you thing. We have a little side bet, so it's personal. So we got Jacksonville plus 8.5 at the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee coming off a bye. Tennessee has Julio Jones coming back.
Is he?
Tennessee needs a W. They have been reeling. And I can't believe that they're 8-4 because they feel the Colts behind on their butt, and the Colts have a bye week, which is huge. This is a nice week for the Colts to have a bye week.
Yeah,
like, let me just see. Let me just see how the AFC plays itself out this week. AFC North is all going to beat each other up. The Bills have a huge game. We'll get to that in a bit.
Yep.
A little Kansas City, you guys fight with each other in your division. Like, this is a perfect week for the Colts to just take off. And this is also a good week for the Tennessee Titans to absolutely murder the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't even think this game's going to be close. I want to make a second segment. This might be the week of segments, Greg.
Yeah.
Because I want to make the don't overpick it pick of the week. Because
I wish goal for next season is to have a segment for every pick.
That's fine.
For every pick.
That's fine because the don't overthink it pick of the week is the Tennessee Titans. Take it in your Survivor League. Take him against a spread.
What?
Take him everywhere. The Jacksonville Jaguars stink. Robinson hasn't been practicing. This is going to be an absolute. Tennessee's at home. And Tennessee already got their stinker out of the way. They already lost to the Jets. They're not going to lose to the Jets and the Jaguars in the same year. It's just not going to happen. And they need this win to win the division. I mean, this is
Tennessee
easy.
Lost to the Texans 2 weeks ago.
They're not going to hit the trifecta, dude.
That would be something. They lost to the Jets, Texans, and Jaguars, and they only lost 5 games.
And they still have a chance at the division.
Yeah, they're in the first place right now. But for me, I like Jacksonville in this one. I'm addicted to Jacksonville. I don't know why. This is my hold my nose pick of the week.
How's that been going though?
Not good. If I gotta be honest, not good. I keep picking them. Thank God Chicago's playing Green Bay this week. Otherwise, I'd probably be taking Chicago again because I'm addicted to taking them too. But just a lot of points. Jacksonville has to get it together at some point. They might not, but I think that they're going to this week. Tennessee's not good. Tennessee's not good. Rams last week was a bad pick because the Rams are good. I thought there was a chance for a backdoor. It didn't happen.
Are they? Are they, though? I have questions about almost every statement. Yeah. Are the Rams good?
Yeah, they're good.
All right.
Not Super Bowl good, but they're a good team. I wouldn't want to play them.
I don't think Arizona's worried about it.
Arizona's a good Super Bowl contender. Arizona's better. Right, but yeah, Jacksonville for me, 8.5 points. Easy.
All right. Can I just make it? I might have to do like a mini intervention with you because
pick of the week.
Like the 3 worst teams against the spread are the Jets, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Chicago Bears, and you're inclined to take all 3 of them.
Too many points. I might parlay that.
33% against the spread, 33%, and 25% against the spread. Greg, we might need an intervention soon, but you do your thing. You take a parlay on all 3 of them.
Those are some good odds. Those are some good
points.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. I'm gonna stay away from that. But let's jump to. You mentioned the Houston Texans, so let's stay in that division. We got Mr. Unlimited, who I am versing you in one of the fantasy leagues, and I might start Mr. Unlimited Russell Wilson over Stafford.
Please do.
Because, dude, the Houston Texans are the biggest dumpster fire I've ever seen. Once they got into a fight with the safety Justin Reed, it's been the worst dumpster fire I've ever seen. I can't believe that they are not leading every single week with the largest spread. It doesn't make any sense. Every single week it should be double digits, and we should be thinking about it. Oh, okay, 12.5. I don't know. Maybe they'll score. Maybe Davis Mills is gonna score. Is Tyrod even playing?
I think so. They're like splitting time or some weird shit.
Dude, they cut Zach Cunningham, their best linebacker, for no reason. He's like making $200,000 for the rest of the year.
That's insane.
Dude, I cannot emphasize enough how absolutely easy this pick is. I am giving this. I was gonna say hold your nose, but I just think it's easy. I just think this is an easy pick, dude. I think Seattle -7.5 is easy. And guess what? The news of the week is Jamal Adams is out for the season. He's been out. And guess what? They've been better. They've been winning games ever since he's been out. Literally, ever since he's gone out, they've been better. But also at the same time, Russell Wilson's healthy. As soon as the 3 weeks have been up since they said he's supposed to come back, he's been back. He's been healthy. He's been looking good. Tyler Lockett's looking good. DK Metcalf's looking good. I don't know, man. AP sneaking in touchdowns. 7.5 looks easy to me, dude. I don't know who's going to tackle on Houston.
I'm with you in that. I mean, again, fuck, this is tough. This is a real trend, which the problem is that I feel like it worked out for me at the beginning of the season, but the last 2 weeks have been so bad that I don't know if I should just completely throw out home teams getting points. Because I feel like I say it every week, and every week I come back and I have like 5 games right, and it's driving me crazy, and I'm losing money left and right. I can't figure it out. But Houston plus 7.5, Seahawks are one of those teams I said about like Minnesota. There's a couple teams where I feel like they're always playing it close. I don't feel like I see Seattle like blowing teams out by like 30 points. So I like Houston plus 7.5. I think they're gonna keep it close a little bit. I think it's gonna be, 30 something point games. I think both teams are gonna score because I don't think either of the teams have a great defense. And like I said, I like Houston at home, indoors. I think there's going to be some big plays, and I think there's going to be some quick score, and I kind of like the over in this one, too.
All right, well, Houston's 3-2 against the spread as home underdogs.
Yeah.
So you got that going on. That even looks to me like they'll even it out.
Yeah, get to 3-3 if they lose.
Toss that up to 3-3. I don't know. The only thing I could possibly say to you is, I mean, Seattle is not that good. That's the only thing I could possibly like try to concede to you.
Yeah, Houston stinks though.
That's the thing. So this is just an easy game. I like Seattle here. Let's jump to a game where I'm having a little bit of difficulty with, as always, with the NFC East. That's Dallas minus 3.5 at Washington. That hook looks so juicy to me. That plus 3.5 for Washington at home. And the more I stare at it, the more I want it, the more I'm scared of it. Dallas is not healthy. I see it at 4.5 actually right now. It went from 6 to 4.5. I mean, the public's 50-50. The money's 50-50. This is tough. Why does it look easy to me that it's Washington? How about that? Because this is difficult, but like how can you not just take the points, right? If it's so close, if it's so hard, if I think it's like, how do you not take explain to me what I'm missing here? Like, why would I take Dallas? Pollard's hurt. Zeke hasn't looked good.
I don't know what you would, because I'm trying to look back. Last time Washington didn't cover is week 8.
Oh my goodness, that's so.
Yeah, and I've been taking them every week. I almost didn't take them last week. You talked me into it, and they won again. So I love Washington. I had RG3 on my mind earlier. It's for a reason. It's because I can't get enough Washington football team. I think I like them to win outright. I have them in my Hail Mary parlay. They're my first best bet of the day. I think Washington, I also like, I don't know if I have it here, I like them to win the division. And they play Dallas 2 more times for the rest of the season. They're plus 700 right now. Gibson's leading rusher in the NFC right now.
McKissick's hurt, right?
Yeah, McKissick's hurt, but Gibson's the leading rusher in the NFC. Heineke's playing well. Defense is somehow playing better without Chase Young. The whole thing is coming together for them. And the NFC East is, even though Dallas had a pretty commanding lead early in the season, it's coming down to the wire. It's going to come down to the wire. Washington plays the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the Giants. So it's all NFC East for the rest of them for the rest of the season. They're sitting at 6-6 right now. If they win 4 of these games, they're going to finish the season 10-7. I think they have a shot at winning the division. Giants are reeling. Eagles are reeling. Cowboys are reeling. Cowboys, like you said, they got injuries. The only thing that scares me is the Cowboys' defense right now. I'm not scared about this offense.
Yeah, Washington is looking the best. I like the Eagles trending up a little bit.
Yeah, it depends who's QBing. I think I like them better with the guy they had last week over
Minshew.
Yeah, I think I like them.
You're Minshew mania. I think either one is fine. Yeah. I think they could also switch him out and be annoying about it.
Yep,
that's true. What I mean? Like put in Jalen Hurts for a couple drives and do what I've been preaching for years and years and years, is to have a first half quarterback and a second half quarterback and just mess everything up. And it's a coach's delight. But that's
Yeah.
I got this script everything, like script the first half, script the second half, just
Keep
live
people
your whole
guessing.
yeah, but that's
But yeah, like
that's
I
just
said,
John Green.
Cowboys too. Again, their games coming up: Washington, at the Giants, Washington, home against Washington, then home against the Cardinals, and then at the Eagles. So you're in division on the road for 3 of your next 5 games. Then you're home against a division opponent in Washington, who's a pretty good defense, okay offense. And you're home against the Cardinals. Those are tough 5 games for Dallas coming up. And like you said, they're not 100%. So, they have wide receivers coming in and out every week depending on who's hurt or who has COVID. Both the running backs are now banged up. Dak's been looking pretty good this year, but Dak looks good when he has weapons. When he doesn't have weapons, he's nothing special. So I'm a little nervous about Dak. I'm a little nervous about the whole NFC East. That's why I like Washington. They can
I
run
like
the ball.
Washington. I like Washington too. And since we're just talking about futures, could I just tell you about a future that I took in the beginning of the year
Sure.
and has a Washington in there for the division? I took an 8-team, $25 parlay.
Okay.
It's all divisions.
Okay.
Before the season started, Green Bay, Indianapolis, New England, Washington, Kansas City, Arizona,
Oh my goodness.
Tampa Bay.
Okay.
But the issue,
Oh no! Don't
the
give me an
Pittsburgh
issue.
Steelers.
Oh no! I got to put a second half bet on them for tonight because we need to get this comeback going. What's that? $25 to win 35,000.
113K.
Yeah. Do you cash
So the
that out?
Steelers, I don't know. I guess I got I got to get the jersey. Maybe I could.
Yeah.
But
Because
yeah, that's a
preseason. What, New England was plus 350, Arizona was plus 600, Washington was plus a couple
that's
hundred.
a zillion. That's
Yeah.
why I was just Fitz Magic season. But
Yeah.
I know we're a little off the rails here, but I just wanted to mention that because I thought that was dead in the water weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the beautiful
And
thing about futures. It's not over till it's over. But yeah, Washington best bet for me plus 3.5. I think they win
Oh,
this
best
outright.
bet.
Yeah, best bet. My first best bet of the day. I think they win this one outright. No
Okay.
problem.
Well, you know what? As always, I get jealous when you take a best bet. And I'm going to jump right into my first best bet. And speaking of futures, we have them in the $1 million parlay.
Yes,
we
we
have
do.
them everywhere. They just cut their head coach, their assistant, the offensive
Joe
coordinator.
Brady, see you later.
Carolina -2.5 off a bye at home versus the Atlanta Falcons. Division game. Atlanta been looking surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I hate to admit it. I'm the first person to hate to admit it.
Yep.
With the Atlanta Falcons. I love the Carolina Panthers. They finally had a week to figure it out without C-Mac. They're no longer thinking about him. It's our boy Amir Abdullah and Chuba Hubbard. They're ready to roll. Cam Newton, new coordinator. Even though their wide receiver, your boy, leads the league in drops, I think they'll still be okay.
Bobby Anderson.
Literally leads the league. Yeah, I like Carolina here. Best bet. I need them. I really need them. They're both 5-7 too.
Dude, what a tale of what a roller coaster season this Carolina team has had.
I know.
They started out 3-0. They had one of the best defenses in the league. Sam Darnold was leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey was looking great. And then all of a sudden they played the Texans, and they won that game, but Christian McCaffrey got hurt. Sam Darnold wasn't the same. And then they just lost 1,000,000 games in a row. So
and they got Gilmore too. Like they got Cam Newton in
Yeah.
between there. Like things are sparking here and there.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
lost
quiet.
4, and they got other people in. It's crazy, but I'm with you. I have them to win the division. I have them to make the playoffs. I have them a million different ways. They have some tough games coming up. This is their last easy game of the season. Then they have Bills, Bucks, Saints, Bucks. So this is the last easy game of the season for them. They have to get it right, and they have to get it right now. That's why I'm taking them as well. Give me Carolina -2.5 at home, coming off a bye against the weird Atlanta Falcons. The only thing that sucks, I can't pick the Falcons game, so I'm very, very nervous about this. Very
Yeah.
nervous.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Can't pick Falcon games right. I've said it every week. The first to admit it, I'm a hand up kind of guy. Hand up. I
I
can't
forgot.
pick. I
I
can't
think
pick.
this is your week.
I think
I
so
think this is
too.
your week.
I think so too.
I
I
think
think
this
that
is
every
your
week,
week.
but I think so too.
No, I think this is your week for Carolina. I'm with you this week.
John, I don't know if you know this, but we have a double best bet this week.
Oh, I did not know
We
this.
have a double best bet this week. I can't remember if we're 2-0 or if we're 2-1 on double best bets.
I think we're 2-2.
No,
We did. We fumbled. Yeah, I think we fumbled. We had a Cleveland. Let me go back and check.
no.
We had a Cleveland
we
one.
lost Cincy last week.
Cincy. Sorry, Cincy.
I forgot.
Cincy
about
last
that.
week. That was the one. That was the one that put us over. So I mean, this is a big week then, man.
This is a big week
Big
for us
week,
on
man.
double bet bets. Denver Broncos, Detroit Lions, Denver -7.5, Detroit Lions +7.5. You saw Minnesota lose last week, and you raced to the booth and you said, "Whoever Minnesota's playing, I don't care. I want Minnesota." Because when you lose to the worst team in football, you bounce back and you bounce back strong. I was right behind you run up to that same fictitious ticket booth, and I was saying, whoever Detroit Lions are playing next week, I want them. Because there's no way the Detroit Lions win 2 games in a row. Detroit is riding high. They're celebrating. They're not going on, with 0 wins this season. They're going to go 1-10-1 going into this game. And then I saw that the Denver Broncos they're playing, they got their asses kicked by Kansas City last week. So I love this bet. I'm going Denver. We got 9.5 for them.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Could be 13.5. I'd still take it. 14, I'm still thinking about it. 9.5, I'll take it. Denver is going to kill Detroit at home. That defense is going to come to play. Detroit is not going to show up. I might like the under in this one too because I think Detroit might score 3 points. Give me Denver every single which way.
All right, I agree with you. I got nothing more. I agree with you, and I think it's disgusting taking Denver, especially with their quarterback situation. But they're really good at home.
Oh, and it's just the defense and Javonte
And their
Williams.
defense,
They're going to run the
exactly.
ball. They're just going to run the ball.
And I think Melvin Gordon might be back too.
Yeah.
Work him in there.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Double best bet, Denver. I'm ready to roll there. You mentioned Tampa Bay, and I think this is the game of the week, dude. Buffalo Bills at Tampa Bay. Tampa is -3.5.
This is
This is what?
This is my what am I missing game of the week.
Oh, perfect. Yo, I think this might be the first time we ever had a
What am I missing versus hold your nose?
what am I missing versus hold your nose
Unstoppable
pick.
force meets immovable object.
This is the first time this has ever happened because I know everyone watched that Bills-Patriots game. The Patriots threw 3 times and beat the Bills. The Bills have no chance. They choked as usual, right in front of all of us. This was their chance.
Run on.
They got ran on. This was it at home. Primetime versus Billy B.
At home against
This is
Indy,
it.
they got run on too, man. They stink at stopping.
Ready to go. No Tom Brady. We've been waiting for this game. I agree. And then on the other side, we got Tampa Bay. No matter what happens to them, their wide receiver could give them fake COVID things. Their head coach, their tight end could be out for 6 weeks. Their starting nose tackle could be out. Doesn't matter. They're going to win. They're going to cover. I agree. However, Tampa Bay's looking pretty. Everything's nice and beautiful for Tampa Bay. They're having a nice grand old time. Nothing can go wrong. Buffalo is clawing and fighting for their life, and they're just 2 games apart. And they're 7-5 Buffalo. And it's a 9-3 Tampa. So it's very interesting there. I know Buffalo had an easy schedule going in, but dude, hold your nose and take the Buffalo Bills. Asking them if they were embarrassed after last game. That's what you're asking them.
Yeah, what a
I
question.
mean, Buffalo 3.5 is easy. Hold your nose. Take Buffalo Bills. I know you don't want to bet against Tom Brady. I know what you saw from Buffalo Bills was disgusting last week. Take Buffalo. You're going to be a happy guy. You're not going to believe that they were underdogs as soon as this game starts.
I don't know if I can do it. Buffalo Bills. I took them against the Chiefs a few weeks ago. Prime time, money line, and I
this is
thought
the
I
thing,
was
Greg.
king. And
You've
since
been
then,
taking
they've
them.
sucked.
You've been taking them all over them every time they're double-digit dogs, double-digit dogs,
Favorites.
double-digit dogs. Double-digit favorites, double-digit
Yeah.
favorites, double-digit favorites. And then all of a sudden, they're finally dogs, and they're getting not only a field goal, but a field goal on the hook, and you're off. Make it make sense.
Because the Vegas is caught up to how bad they are.
No, Vegas is controlling you, Greg. Vegas is controlling you.
No, Vegas knows.
Yes, you're the public. You're the
Vegas
public
knows.
on Buffalo. I'm gonna call you a public on Buffalo, Greg. That's what I'm sorry. That's what I'm starting to feel here because this is a hold your nose, take Buffalo, getting 3.5. Why? Because they lost to the Patriots barely in sub-zero weather.
Because they get run on. The Colts ran it 7,000 times over them. Then the Patriots run 7,000 times. You know who runs the ball a lot? Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah, he gets 4 touchdowns at a pick.
Let's see it.
He goes nuts. It's gonna happen.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Hold your nose. Take the Buffalo Bills.
-3.5. Tampa Bay. What am I missing? This might be the easiest pick of the week.
All right, jumping into probably the worst game of the week. Definitely of the 4 o'clocks.
What?
The Giants at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers are -10.5. Biggest spread of the week.
Yeah.
Who's a quarterback for the Giants? Glennon?
Fromm?
Dude, if it's Jake Fromm, I think he's coming back. I think he practiced today.
What?
If Jake Fromm, please put this on record. If Jake Fromm is a quarterback for the New York Giants, this spread should be 21.5. The drop off?
He might be the future.
All right, cool.
I have no words.
I have nothing else to say. Jake Fromm stinks. Jake Fromm stinks. Bad at football. You know everything you think about Josh Rosen?
He's no Josh Rosen. Don't even say that.
Okay, you'll see.
Josh Rosen was a once-in-a-generational bad guy that you liked, and you're trying to bring other people down to try to cover up his 1 for 18 for 32 yards and 3 pick stat lines.
You'll see.
I'm going with the Chargers, though, too. I don't care who it is.
He's coming back with Kevin White.
Yeah. He got picked up on a practice squad somewhere. I forget. But yeah, Chargers -10.5. They're rolling. Like I said in the early part of the season, that AFC West division is tough. That's one of the reasons why I had the under for the Chiefs. And it's turned out to be true, man. You don't want to play any of these teams. Denver's defense is tough. Vegas's defense is tough.
I want to play Denver.
What? Well, yeah, they have no offense, but still, defense is tough. And then the Chargers, they look good. They put up 40 points last week. The only thing that scares me a little bit at the Chargers this week is I think there's some COVID going around, right? I think I saw Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They might not have wide receivers. As long as they have Austin Eckler and a tight end, I think they'll be okay. But just because the Giants are just so bad, Chargers are home. I mean,
are they though? Are the Chargers at home when the Giants are in town?
Yeah. Still though, do the Giants fans travel? Do the Giants have fans?
Big New Yorkers live in San Diego. I don't know, they're not in San Diego, in LA.
Yeah, I don't know. Giants are.
They go to Clippers games.
True.
Bunch of Bill Simmons walking around there, getting season tickets to Clippers games, getting season tickets to Chargers games, so they can go to the away games.
I just hope the Chargers wear the powdered blue.
Now that's a literal material change.
3 games. I hate in the 4 o'clock window though too. It's like, what are you doing?
I really hate this game. I'm not going to watch any of this game.
Denver, Detroit, Giants, Chargers.
I definitely am, but I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch this game. Jake Fromm stinks. He stinks.
He's okay at Georgia. Was he a Heisman contender? What do you mean he stinks? Jake Fromm from like UTSA? Am I making this up?
No, yeah, you got this. There's Jake Fromm from Georgia. I can't wait to see it.
I guess we'll see.
I literally can't wait to see it. I hope to God that he's really not the quarterback and we just keep up like the facade that like, yeah, one day Jake Fromm gonna come in here and start slinging the ball.
Well, I mean, he had to play Alabama every year. It's not easy. I don't know if anyone ever told you they're pretty good.
No. This is fine. You can ride the Jake Fromm train. I have nothing to say. Let me see it. Show me.
No, I mean he's a rookie quarterback. He's gonna stink.
He stinks. So going to the Sunday night game. Talk about stinky quarterbacks. Because Chicago Bears, the pseudo New York Jets, plus 12.5 at Green Bay. This one's really interesting to me, man. Green Bay coming off a bye? They should. I mean, I understand why it's 12.5. Chicago stinks. They have no defense. They have no quarterback. They have no nothing. They've been looking okay the last couple of weeks, though. And on the other side, you have Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers' toe. I get it. The one thing that everybody keeps talking about, everyone knows about, is Aaron Rodgers screaming into the microphone, into the camera. He owns the Chicago Bears.
He meant that.
I agree. He owns them. He's going to win the game. However, he's not going to cover. That statement, that video statement is baked into the 12.5. I'm not even joking. I feel like that gave him an extra field goal. I feel like it would have been 9.5 if Aaron Rodgers didn't scream into the camera, I own the Bears. And for that reason, I'm taking Chicago, dude. It's a lot. 12.5 is a lot.
Full transparency to everyone at home. I was talking about how I'm addicted to Chicago. When we started this, I just changed my pick because I had Chicago because I'm addicted to the Chicago Bears. I can't keep doing it. They stink. They stink so bad that I feel bad for them, and I'm a Jets fan. Green Bay is going to come in there off a bye. A.J. Dillon got a little rest. Aaron Jones got a little rest. They are going to run the ball all over the Green Bay or the Chicago Bears defense, and Andy Dalton cannot do anything about it.
Yeah,
they have nobody on offense. They have nobody
Robinson
on
come
defense.
back.
Doesn't matter. They have some short guy. Who's their short wide receiver? You see that guy
Mooney.
last week? No, not Mooney. Even shorter. I have Mooney. I like Mooney. They have a guy. He has nothing on his arms either. He's a bare arm guy in Chicago. Short wide receiver. Who is this guy? I got to give him some respect because he's the only one in Chicago on offense that can play offense. It's unbelievable. He's good. And the thing that sucks is Andy Dalton's throwing him the ball. If he had a real quarterback, he would be all right. But it's Green Bay all the way. Green Bay's going to win 2 or 3 touchdowns. It's not going to be close.
This is almost my hold your nose. This should be my hold your nose pick, I feel like. Because this is disgusting. I don't really like this pick at all. I just think I should take Chicago.
Aaron Rodgers.
I just think this screams Chicago. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. This should be of course.
Allen Robinson too. That's what I meant to say.
Green Bay should win, of course. I agree. He owns Chicago. We all know.
Jakeem Grant Sr., by the way, is the wide receiver.
That's your boy.
Dude, he's insane. 5'7".
I got it.
You think Elijah Moore's small? This guy is small. But he jumps like 10 feet. He's good. He's nice. He's the only bright side of Chicago right now, which sucks. But Green Bay's going to win 3 or 4 touchdowns. This is easy. Green Bay should honestly be a lock of the week, but I have a better one for Monday night.
All right, well, jumping into Monday night, man, and it's very rare that it's the game of the week. Literally the game of the week, and it's on Monday night. Somehow, some way, the schedule makers were able to concoct this by week 14. I don't believe they flexed in this. I know they're talking about starting to flex in Monday night games, but they haven't gotten there yet.
In the Sunday night game because the Bears are that bad. But
no, well, they always flex Sundays, but they never flex Mondays. They're starting to try because people have to plan for the extra day. Makes sense. Then the bye weeks, but they don't seem to care about bye weeks, aka Pittsburgh Steelers.
NFL cares about
prime time to prime time. They don't care about them. I think Dallas happens to them too. Anyway, game of the week: Rams at Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals -2.5. Where's the public on this game, Greg?
Doesn't matter at all because Arizona is gonna kill the Los Angeles Rams.
But it feels too easy.
65% of the bets are on the Cardinals. 60% of the money is on the Rams.
On the Rams. That
screams sharps are on the Rams.
That seems right.
But
that honestly seems right to me because everything. Who doesn't want to take Arizona? They're off a bye. They look like the best team. They have a
They're off
pseudo
a bye. They
MVP.
killed the Bears last week.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they played last week.
Yeah. They're just the
The
best team in
Rams
football.
and the Rams look terrible.
Yeah. Well, the Rams
So I
look
don't
good. They scored
understand.
30 points last week and let up 7. But it's a close. I mean, this is close. This is for me. We both have Arizona plus 600 to win the division. This is the division right here, right now. If they lose this game, they drop to 10-3. The Rams improve to 9-5 or 9-4, and we got a 1-game horse race.
Yeah.
I'm putting my chips to the table. What's that guy, the Giants coach? My chips are to the middle of the table. I'm going in on this pick.
Just don't Dan Campbell it up on us, please.
Yeah, no. But they are who, I might, because honestly, the Rams are not that good. They can't run the ball. I was listening to someone break down the Rams a little bit this week with just talking about how when they got Matt Stafford, they just flipped their style on offense, and it's just not working. And it's just
Cooper Kupp, it still works, but
yeah, Cooper Kupp, it works, but you can only get so far. They just stopped running the football. And I mean, the Cam Akers got hurt to start the year, and then Henderson's been banged up, so I get that. But you got to run the ball. You got to establish and run in the NFL. They don't do that. Arizona, on the other hand, runs the ball left and right and center. They run all over you, and they throw when they have to. And they're the best team in football. Best defense, best offense, so dynamic. They're Kyler Murray MVP's back on, baby. Give me Arizona minus 2.5 at home. Best bet, my third and final for the week.
yeah, I agree. I do think he's going to win the MVP, and he has to win the division in order to do that. So, I mean, I agree with you. I hope you're right. So I'm gonna go with you on these Arizona Cardinals. Man, the Rams just haven't looked impressive to me. They have all these all-stars. They really remind me of the Eagles. Remember the Vince Young Eagles when they had that quote-unquote all-star team when they signed the cornerback from the Raiders, Nnamdi Asomugha?
Yeah.
And they just got a bunch of guys going, a bunch of dudes. Deshaun Jackson was ready to roll. Mike Vick. And they were like, yo, we got the MVP squad, and they stunk. That's what the Rams feel like right now. They're going to make the playoffs, of course, so we'll see. But I really do just trust Arizona. But, yo, can I just say one thing? Can I just shout out to Cooper Kupp? Did you listen to his post-game interview?
So snobby. I love Cooper Kupp. I had him in all my fantasy leagues. I had him in prop bets left and right. I love Cooper Kupp, but when he says shit like that, when people say stuff like that, dude, congratulations. You memorized some words that none of us know. Great. I'm happy for you. Who cares?
I have such a different take. Dude, I just feel like
Do you know what you also could have said? I ran a route and the guy didn't go where I thought he was going to go, so I kept running. Okay, Cooper Kupp, thanks for the analysis. That was just show-off city. We get it, dude.
I mean, that's certainly a take. When I saw it, I was like, yo, you are not human. Like, this is why you are the best wide receiver.
No.
Like, this is why. Is in my head, that's what I really thought, because
I'm not fooled by that. That's not a football guy. That's a guy trying to be cool. That's a cool guy. That's a cool Joe move. It's not a football guy.
Okay, he's trying too hard, you're saying.
Yeah.
I have an opposite take, but my red flag is officially
not getting fooled by that. That's that LA stuff. That's not real football.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so let's jump to our.
One last thing about the Rams, though, before we wrap up, though. Rams have beaten the Bears, the Colts, the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Giants, the Lions, the Texans, the Jaguars. There's some terrible teams on that list that they've beaten. They've lost to the Cardinals, the Titans, the 49ers, and the Packers. They don't win against divisional games and against good teams. They beat up on bad teams. They lose to good teams. I think the Cardinals are a good team. I think they're going to win this one. Arizona, baby. Best bet.
Fair enough. And last note on the Chicago Bears versus Packers game that I forgot to say.
Yep.
Packers are 10-2 against the spread this year.
Best team in football.
And that's why I don't know if they're the best team in football. But they're definitely the number one team against the spread.
Dallas 9-3, and I think Arizona 9-3.
I think we're paying for that with a 12.5.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that.
That's a good point.
So let's jump to the teasers. I have.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. We got a Drake concert in 30 minutes.
All right, I'm going points, points, points. Got Bears, Washington, Bills, Denver, Giants. Hopefully not Jake Fromm, and the Carolina Panthers. We got a nice little 6-team teaser going for you guys today. What do you got going?
I like that. My teaser, it's a little bit smaller. It's less points. And it's actually some of the favorites. So we might be opposite on a couple of these. But I got the Saints, I'm sorry, from -5.5 down to a half a point. Chiefs from 9.5 to 4.5. Seahawks from 8.5 to 3.5. Denver from 10 down to 5. And Green Bay from 11.5 to 6.5. Again, knocked it down to only a 5-point teaser, 5-teamer. It's plus 450. And your under football numbers on a couple of these are really important ones to get Green Bay under a touchdown. And the rest kind of fall in nicely. So just taking some of the bigger favorites and knocking them down. Hopefully they hold out strong. And I think with, 5 teams plus 450, I feel like those pretty good odds.
All right. And for the Hail Mary parlay, I always like to do something a little bit different. This week I got the storyline parlay going.
Okay.
I got, the Ravens. Everyone knows they stink. I got them winning out. Money line favorite. They have to go for 2 because they can't defend anybody, apparently. They're going to beat the Browns with no punter. The Jets rookie player of the week, even though they stink. Their defense thinks they can't stop anyone. Saints look good. Kamara come back. I think Jets could win that. Okay. Panthers stink. Fire the offensive coordinator. Fire in their butt. W there. We got the Buffalo comeback versus Brady. Got embarrassed in front of all of us on Monday night, and they're going to come back and beat Tom Brady, Billy B's friend.
Yep.
And then, drum roll, please. Bears own Aaron Rodgers.
What?
On Sunday Night Football.
Are those money lines or those
all
points?
Money lines, baby?
No.
The Hail Mary parlay. Let's go.
I love it. That's the reason why we do it. That's a lot of points right there. I'm going a little bit smaller. Again, I got some underdogs in there, but I'm going Vegas Raiders to win outright against the Kansas City Chiefs. Just backing my thing about Chiefs might not be as good as we thought they were. Plus 330 in that one, money line. Then I'm going Washington football team against the Dallas Cowboys to win outright, money line. And then I got a couple favorites in here. Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That 4-leg parlay, all money line, $100 pays $3,185. Just straightforward. 2 underdogs, 2 favorites, nothing too fancy. 4-legger. Try to get this win. If we get this win, we're up money all over the place all season. It makes up for my last 2 bad weeks. And we're rocking and rolling.
All right. And as always, we'll close you off with the slate.
Yep.
So we got Thursday night. Looks like a shellacking. We both have Minnesota anyway. But let's start off with the Sunday night, 1 o'clock games. San Francisco, plus 1.5 at Cincinnati. What do you got?
Cincy, minus 1.5.
All right. I got San Francisco, plus 1.5. Next up, Baltimore, plus 2.5 at the Cleveland Browns. What do you got?
Cleveland, minus 2.5.
I got Cleveland as the best bet, minus 2.5. You got Jacksonville, plus 8.5 at the Tennessee Titans.
Jacksonville, plus 8.5.
I like to hold your nose pick, huh?
It is my hold my nose picks. A lot of points out there. I don't think Tennessee's really been too great the last few weeks. We'll see if Julio comes back and he's healthy. Jacksonville, plus 8.5 at home. Or no, on the road.
And there, my don't overthink it pick of the week. Tennessee Titans coming back healthy. I'm taking Tennessee here. Off a bye. Got Las Vegas Raiders versus Kansas City. Always hard matchup. Kansas City minus 9.5 at home. I like Kansas City, man. I don't know why. I just like it. They've been dominant. What do you got here?
I'm going Vegas plus 9.5. I do like the under in this one.
Loves the under, the sharp play. You got New Orleans Saints minus 5.5 at the New York Jets. What am I missing, dude? This should be at least a touchdown. I don't care who the quarterback is for the Saints. Give me minus 5.5 Saints. What do you got?
I'm going Saints minus 5.5.
Dallas at Washington. Washington plus 4.5. I like Washington. Give me reckless abandon in that division.
I think Washington makes it, 6 weeks in a row here covering the spread. Washington, my first best bet of the week, plus 3.5.
Love that. Love that stat. Let's keep it rolling. Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. Panthers coming off a bye and fired their OC. Man, this is a must win for the Carolina Panthers organization, dude. They got to win this game. Give me Carolina here as a best bet.
Is a true loser leaves town. The season is over if you lose this. Carolina minus 2.5 is my pick as well.
Last game of the 1 o'clocks, we got Mr. Unlimited and the Seattle Seahawks at the dumpster fire. Houston Texans cutting their best players, fighting with their best safeties, not letting their best quarterback practice. They're some organization. Plus 7.5 there. I love Seattle. What do you got here?
I'm switching. I'm taking the Seahawks minus 7.5. You just talked me into it. You talked me into it too much. I hate Seattle, but I'm going with you.
They don't even have a first round pick, dude. What do they have to play for? They have nothing to tank.
Who, Seahawks?
They need to win. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got to win. So, I mean, you had a really nice soliloquy on this game. Detroit Lions at the Denver Broncos. Denver minus 9.5. What do you like here, man?
Denver minus 9.5.
Easy, right?
Double best.
Detroit. Double best bet coming off a W. Both have the same thing in there.
No way Detroit gets a win streak going. It's plain and simple.
But do they cover the 9.5? That's the question.
Nope.
You got your New York Giants and Jake Fromm, your quarterback, plus 10.5 at the Los Angeles Chargers. That's right, Greg. He's now your man defending him.
I'll take it.
Good luck. Plus 10.5.
But I'm taking the Chargers minus 10.5.
Yeah, you damn right you are.
Really my guy, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, whoever the quarterback now on the Giants is. Me too. We got, arguably the game of the week, but I still think it's the Monday game. We got Buffalo at Tampa Bay. My hold your nose pick of the week. Buffalo looked disgusting last week, but they're getting 3 in a hook versus the Tom Brady. The Tom Brady's getting an L. Let's go. Tampa's going to go on a little losing streak, hopefully.
That's my what am I missing pick of the week. Tampa Bay minus 3.5.
All right. Chicago at Green Bay. Green Bay, biggest spread of the week, minus 12.5 off a bye. Aaron Rodgers with 9 toes. What do you got?
9 toes Rodgers. Minus 12.5.
All right. The Green Bay's 10-2 against the spread this year. They're looking amazing. I like the Bears.
Chicago. What else do you want?
Primetime, Green Bay, best team in the league, like you said. Give me Chicago. And then last Monday night, Rams at Arizona. Fighting for the division, like you said.
Best team in football, Arizona Cardinals, minus 2.5.
Let's go. Arizona to the bank, baby. Take us to the bank. Picks before the year started, we were all over Arizona.
It's incredible.
Let's bring it home. And that's it. That really wraps up our week 14. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for interacting with us.
Again, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Alexa, all that good stuff. If you're looking for us on YouTube, it's Knicks, Jets, etc. They have episodes about the Jets, Knicks, and then we come out with the etc. under Winning Picks Weekly. So you can find us on Twitter, Winning the letter P Weekly on Twitter. Let us know what you guys are taking. Look for some material changes this week because there's going to be a few come Sunday.
Powder Blues, maybe?
Powder Blues, Joe Burrow's finger. There's a couple different things going on.
Weather?
There. Cleveland, do they have a punter? We don't know. It's a beautiful thing, this NFL. COVID all over the place.
Weather's starting to become a thing, obviously.
Yeah, so week 14 in the books. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Let's go Jets, I guess. I don't know where we're going, but let's go.